and get out the boat canvases in Portland, and I think I'd already been up like 8 hours, maybe 12 at this point. Linda was calling me from work every hour to check in, see what was going on, and Maya was in her 6th grade classes wondering if the people of Maine would finally allow her mothers to legally marry. And that evening was one of the happiest evenings of our family. I can't believe I'm still crying, it's been a year. As the vote was announced in the Yes on One ballroom, the 3 of us hugged each other, we cried, and we jumped up and down like we had just won the lottery. And we got home pretty late, fielding text messages from our adult daughters and from our sisters. And then we marked the occasion by, in this digital age, by sitting down and changing our Facebook statuses to engaged. So we planned our wedding for July 27th, which happened to be the 17th anniversary of our first not legal wedding. So you may not know this, but if you're gay, you have to plan really carefully. You end up with a lot of anniversaries. So we're trying to line things up. And we were the first gay couple to legally marry at our church, the Episcopal Cathedral Church of St. here in Portland. And our wonderful families were there to support us and to celebrate with us, from Linda's 87-year-old mother to our 8-month-old grandson. The congregation was filled with our friends, many of whom had worked on the campaign, and many gay couples who had already married or had plans to marry. And there aren't words to describe how incredible the ceremony was, and it was presided over by our priest, Ben Shambaugh, who actively and publicly campaigned for the marriage law. And when he pronounced us married, our guests cheered, and they stood up and they gave us a standing ovation. And it was a really, really beautiful moment. And as I looked out over our friends and family, I realized they were cheering not only for our family, but for their families too. They were cheering that love won out, and that the world has changed, at least in about 12 states at that point, for equality for all families. So after 20 years together, 2 children, Linda's 3 daughters, 3 sons-in-law, 6 grandchildren, Linda and I are finally married. And as we exited the church, I remember exhaling the breath I had been holding in for all of those 20 years. My state said that Linda, Maya, and I were a family, not just emotionally, but legally. I could finally stop using the term partner, which I've always hated, and refer to my beautiful bride as my wife. And now when I speak of my stepdaughters and the grandkids, I no longer have that voice in my head that used to remind me I wasn't legally related to them. And when Linda and I cheer for Maya at her soccer games, I take great satisfaction that we're just like all of her friends' family, and that when Maya sees us, she never has to feel less than. We've finally taken that big pack of papers out of the car that we used to carry around for emergencies, and quite frankly, we're really enjoying that extra $100 we get in Linda's paycheck now that we don't have to pay taxes on my health insurance. Marriage means everything to us. What a difference a year makes.